And we're back with another in a win. Numbers over nonsense. Bring your facts podcast. I'm your boy Dave C.O. Coles.
It's the headache, the podcast savage himself, Matt, here for another one.
And we got our special guest with us today.
On purpose, better known as Tino. I'm saying, stay safe, so I don't got to be dangerous.
Hey, I like the sound of that too. Reese might pop in, so whenever he pop in with us. But let's talk about it because a lot done happened since last Sunday, Matt. You know, Lakers in 5.
Lakers gonna be fine.
Huh?
Lakers gonna be fine.
The Lakers had the big house with the Sixers, bro. They had the big house.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
yeah.
What you mean in 2029?
Hey Tino, them Pistons.
But we've been terrible for a long time, bro.
They had the big house too.
And the saga continues. That's all it is.
I just root for P. Hard at this point. I got no expectations.
All right, Matt. So, like I said, Lakers in 5, but it went the opposite way.
Yeah,
now,
Wolves in 5. Wolves pack. Mm-hmm.
Now
Smoking
the news come out
heavy.
that your boy had a torn MCL.
Well, he had one, and then you see they said that what's his name was hurt too. Caruso. I mean, not Caruso.
Reed.
Yeah, Austin Reeves was hurt too.
So where the fuck was all these excuses in the middle of the goddamn series?
Like it. I don't like it personally. I don't like it. I think it's bullshit. It's a cop out. It's a cop out to just try to make it seem as why the season didn't go the way it went. Like, come on, man. Let's just take our L. Let's just regroup. Do what we gotta do next year. We missing a big man. Okay, maybe we can score a big man this off season. But
you gonna get Dwight
at the end
Howard?
of the day, oh, you gonna get Dwight Howard?
Hey man, my big man ain't no good.
Yeah, I know, but Dwight Howard seemed to be. You want to bring him up? Why we need him?
I mean, he helped y'all win the bubble championship.
Dave, what I'm not doing, I'm not taking the bait.
I asked you to take the bait. I just said Lakers in 5.
No. But at the same time, it's like a wallet, just like this. Take it. No.
Lakers in 5.
Unless you big head Terrence. No. I take my own shots. You ain't giving me no shots. I'm taking my own. No.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, all jokes aside though, like I said, the excuses was like, I don't know. Nobody
I ain't
that
like
shit.
it.
That shit was weak though, for real.
It was weak as hell. Cause it's just like it's uncalled for. It's like, bro, like just say we lost. Right. You know what I mean? There's no need to like, oh yeah, Bron played through this. Okay, that's great that he played through it. It's great that Austin Reeves played through it, or if he got hurt afterwards. I'm okay with that. But don't say it's the reason why we lost. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, that's why we lost it. Blah, blah, blah. No, we lost it mainly because we didn't have a big man. We lost it mainly because, again, we out here didn't really guard how we should be guarded. We lost it because we let fucking Anthony Edwards show how much of a dog he is. That's why we lost. There's too much firepower. We guarded him well, but then again, we had Naz Reid out here hitting threes like it's nothing.
But that would be your game plan, though. I'm saying you would want to limit that man and let his role play. If his role players eat, that's fantastic. Truthfully, the problem with the Lakers is you had a team that's built for LeBron, and you brought Luka in, and you actually need a team for Luka if you're going to make
true. I'll give you that.
So you need a lob threat big man, a guy that I'm saying that just runs the rim.
Yeah.
A guy like when they made the trade for Luka, getting the Gafford kid would have been a better pickup than Cleaver. I'm saying who was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying get his running mate, the guy who already knows how to play with him, know how to run. Jackson Hayes was kind of good at spots because he kind of understood how to play for Luka. But truthfully, I'm saying the Lakers have to build around Luka if they actually want to win.
For sure. I mean, even with the Alex Lynn signing, it's like, again, it didn't necessarily pan out how it should have. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a big body and everything, but I don't think we kept him. Like we wound up cutting him before the playoffs even started.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, he didn't even make it, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, look. You know who I would love a Miles Turner.
That would definitely be a good big to pick up.
I think I got better chance at Clint Capella.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would love that. Look, I'm not even gonna hold you like as quiet as he has been for the last time. What's the one boy from he was in Phoenix. He went to Portland.
DeAndre Ayton.
I acceptable. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
I got enough money for him.
Reason, I mean, again, but is he worth any type of money?
Yeah, because I'm talking about the contract he on. Y'all had to give up some pieces.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Man, we got some role players to get rid of, but at the same time, like us by doing that, we give up the bench, and that's also an issue too. Because why we can't be out here running whole half, like saying our starters in the whole second half again like that. You know what I'm saying? It's we definitely need depth, but we definitely need a big man like prominently. You know what I mean?
The only way y'all really getting that is y'all gonna have to sit LeBron. Y'all gonna have to get off LeBron. LeBron's taking too much money. LeBron's contract, I'm saying, okay, let's be realistic. What he's doing at 40 is fantastic. Nobody's ever done it. Nope. Nobody's ever going to do it again. Mm-hmm. What he's doing is amazing. Mm-hmm. Longevity to be able to play 22 years and not even be like a role player type. Like he legit being like a legit star. Mm-hmm. At this point, I'm saying it's time to. You ain't got to retire.
Right.
But you got to get away from here.
So I don't think so. So he said he's coming back.
Because you think about it, you paying the man close to what, 50, 55 million a year?
Mm-hmm.
How many players could you get for 55 million a year? Because you need players that fit Luka. You don't need 3-and-D guys.
Right.
You need rim runners.
Right.
I'm saying Austin Reeves is a great shooter. The shooter that you need to play with Luka, but you need guys that's athletic on the wing and that can go get the peak. Because Luka's gonna put you in position to score.
Right.
Luka's going to take 2 or 3 guys to guard him. Now he ain't guarding the lick. That's why you need defensive guys. Let's get it out the way. He's never going to be a defender. That day is over. So thinking that he's going to change into this lockdown defender, even if he dropped, let's say 20, 30 pounds. Because Luka's every bit 250.
260. But 260. Luka 260.
So easy. So even if you get him down to 220, back to what he came into the league in, 215, 220, you muscle him up, he still ain't locking nobody up. Now, it'll be easier for him to get down court and he won't break down as much, but his usage rate is always going to be high because he needs the ball in his hand to be dominant.
This is true.
Which is what LeBron is. LeBron, I'm saying, has been great, a masterclass of not having a jumper, developing one as he's gotten older and lost a step athletically. But let's be realistic, bro. At 40, he's had his chances to win another ring. Send him somewhere. Send him to a contender. Do him a favor because he did get you a chip. Send him to a contender and get you some pieces that fit Luka, so that way you can start to win championships from here on.
So I got a question.
I don't think we let him go.
I'm gonna say that's one thing. He's making $52 million next year, right? If you trade him, it's a 15% boost kick up in his salary. So it's gonna be more than $52 million. And LeBron got a no trade clause, so he got to sign off on the trade anyway.
He's not going nowhere.
That's why I said send him to a contender.
I get what you're saying. Do him a favor by sending him. That's what you're saying.
Because I'm saying, you talking about sending him to Orlando. You know that's a no.
Right.
Yes.
We're gonna send you to the Raptors. You know that's a hell no. He cut.
Right.
So send him to a contender, somebody that could use him. Matter of fact, you could send him to Golden State. Go get a Kuminga. Go get some of them young pieces from them. I know you don't like the Warriors, whatever, but that's a good player because they're not using Kuminga correctly. So
it's not that I don't like the Warriors. Like I like the Warriors now. I like them with Jimmy. I think you bring in Bron, you take away from it. You know what I mean? Like you take it more away from what you should. I think that Bron saying he's not necessarily retiring yet. I think this is going to be his last year, to be honest. Him going into this
next year's
next
last year.
season, next year's last year.
He'll be 41 next year.
Unless Bryce finds a way to start to come into the league, like within the next year or two, yeah. Like if his second son is on the rise, he may stick around.
I'm telling y'all this, Bryce gonna be the best one.
Yeah.
6'6", and he's a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a shooter for real. So, well, speaking of Golden State got Game 7 tonight against the Warriors. I mean, against the Rockets. Who y'all like?
Golden State. Question? Golden State. Yeah. You wanna know why? You see the post game shit that happened? There's a little boy crying in the stands. His last name is Curry.
Oh, Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan Curry. Again, he's out here crying because they lost. You think Steph ain't about to drop these dimes tonight?
Yeah, 45 in the lost last game though.
You ain't think? Okay, so we gonna push 50 tonight, bro.
Yeah, like Golden State just has too much experience. I'm saying Houston ain't been in this type of real like dog fight before. In
a while.
I'm saying they're young.
Well, not with these guys, but yeah.
Yeah. And then like I said, Ime is great. I'm saying he's been in these pressure type of situations, but a lot of your guys have not. Just about everybody on Golden State, at least your main core, has dealt with this type of pressure. Right. Houston did enough to fight back. To win 4 straight is almost impossible. Most teams don't do it. So for them, they pushing the Game 7 has been great. I think they just use too much energy to get back into it. To be, I don't see it being like Golden State built the ass, but I see Golden State winning by 5 or 6. I mean, I'd be very shocked if they lost.
They fighting as they should be though. I'm saying like with these young teams coming up, they you see clearly they fighting. You know what I mean? They ain't no easy buckets, ain't no easy shit going down like nowadays. Like so, the real pedigree behind them, I really gotta say, is Fred VanVleet. He holding that whole team down. Yeah. Without him, there ain't no Game 7 going on.
This motherfucker, what's his name?
Fred?
No, the other one. The asshole.
Aaron Brooks?
Dylan Brooks. Dylan, that motherfucker.
You want me to say what I say?
Go ahead, say what you want to say.
He's fucking trash, dog. You don't saving him.
Certified.
Like he's a scrub, dog. Like
he may be trash, like as far as like what we consider NBA talent.
Where you going with this? You said but
he fits that team perfectly. What he does, the irritant that he is, he's a light-skinned Pat Bev.
Don't do that. No, we not doing that. No, I'm not putting him and Pat Bev in the same breath. Don't do that. I'm not putting Mr. 94 feet with Dylan Brooks. No bullshit.
So you saying Pat Bev better?
You goddamn right.
Okay, he's still Pat Bev type. I'm saying he's the type of Pat Bev.
He could be he could be a trash version of Pat Bev. Okay, cool. I'm with that. But ain't no goddamn Pat Bev.
He's the Pat Bev energy. He's your irritant. He's the guy that gets under everybody's skin, but there's no real contribution from it. You see
does he though? Does he really get under their skin, or does he get like shut up? Like so hear me out. He's nothing really that's special. You take him out, put a damn Draymond in. You don't even know who Dylan Brooks is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really not that special.
I see what Tino's saying.
He's noticeable. I get what he's saying too.
He's a hustle man. Everybody needs a hustle player. Everybody needs that motherfucker that just going. Lance Stevenson did the same thing when he was with the Pacers. Like he said, an irritant. I got it. But
you don't have no real contribution.
Lance Stevenson balled out. Though.
I was just about to say that, but Lance Stevenson would give you buckets. He would do certain things. This Dylan Brooks, bro, I don't know what you are to the NBA.
He's a 69 guy.
He's not a defensive player of the year candidate. He's none of these other things.
But he acts like it.
That's what I'm saying. At least Pat Bev was a, all defense, all this, He made some of them. He ain't make nothing.
He's a guy that brings
make that face, bro.
team.
Are we doing that?
like he's the guy that brings energy to a team. Like I said, you think about when he was in Memphis, like he was that grit that they were supposed to have.
Ja got tired of him and told him
third,
get the fuck
he
out.
was like a third, fourth option.
Of course, I'm saying he's never going to be a guy that you count on. Like, hey, I need 17 from you tonight. If you look, if you go down there and say, hey, I need 17 from you, y'all both gonna be disappointed because he upset because he like that's not what I do. I'm good for 3 or 5. If I get 17, we've had a fantastic day. Like
I like to poke bears. I like to poke bears.
But
that shit sounds so gay. That sounds so gay.
He's an irritant. He's a glue guy, energy guy for that team, and it's just a quote unquote veteran presence because he's older than everybody up there.
Give him John Wall. John Wall's energy too. John Wall. He get the team hype too, right?
Stop it.
You feel what I'm saying though? You feel me?
He ain't been the same since the league game out, man.
You feel me?
He signed that contract. He got that money. He was good.
Shit. Give him Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal do more than what Dylan Brooks ever did.
All right. Well,
tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, yeah, Bradley Beal definitely done way more than what Dylan Brooks ever did.
CJ McCollum too. He's always been a Robin.
Well, CJ McCollum gonna be a free agent this year. He's gonna get picked up on somebody. Hey, let's talk about the Clippers. Shit the bed again. Shit the bed again.
It's nothing new.
James Harden.
Before we go there,
go ahead.
Tyronn Lue has had an impeccable Game 7 streak and it snapped last night. Snap. He was 4-0. No, 4-0. 7-0. I'm sorry. 7-0.
7-0.
7-0. And that snapped because of James Harden. Now, we talk about somebody that needs to go somewhere. That's why I do the James Harden. That shit the fuck out of here, bro.
35 minutes, 7 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds.
And he's the number 2?
Well,
he's just number 2.
Yeah, when Kawhi's playing, when Kawhi's playing,
why are you number 1? James had too much on his plate this year.
But when he's not having too much on his plate, when was
truthfully, James had too much on his plate, and it showed up in his playoffs. You think about having to keep the Clippers where they were, because truthfully, when folks said Kawhi was out or that he could potentially miss the whole year, folks had the Clippers 11-12, not even making the playoffs.
Right, for sure.
So for him to keep him through 50 games in anywhere from the 4 to the 6 seed throughout that time, and then Kawhi comes back and shows you that when right, I'm really still one of those guys.
Right.
Like, of course, with him being a superstar or being a former superstar in this league, you expect
2-time MVP.
Yeah, you expect more from him, and of course, I'm saying, but he's never been a great playoff player. I'm saying, especially not in big moments.
No, he's never been a Game 7 player.
Yeah. So, did he do what you didn't expect of him?
That's what I'm saying. It's his normal.
Yeah, James ain't no 2-time MVP, man. Don't do that. One time.
He just won.
One time.
One time.
18.
Yeah,
him and Russ bullshit. That's what fucked me up.
Yeah. Yo, think if that team still stayed together. Russ, Westbrook, and KD.
Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams.
They won at least one.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm just saying, just think about it. All of them got league MVPs.
Yeah.
I mean, KD the only one with championships.
Now, are they that player?
Got 2.
Or are they that player if they stick together?
No.
I mean,
because James was just 6 man,
right?
And Westbrook had a real problem being number 2.
Yes, I wholeheartedly feel again. And KD wouldn't have been KD he is today if he didn't leave.
No, without doubt. What I'm saying is, if they was all willing to buy into the system, I like Golden State, if they all was willing to come together and sacrifice for each other, then you start a dynasty.
I mean, technically, they would have been the start of the dynasty. You know what I mean? They would start of the dynasty in OKC. That like you think about the Thunder, they were literally like the premier team. You know what I mean?
The premier team to not win nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable. But I'm just saying, simple fact, it's like literally, it's like what the second year of the Heat. They're in the finals with them. Granted, they lost, but that's not to say that they couldn't still keep building up to what they could be. Because again, you look at Steven Adams. Steven Adams is now he became a 5-man presence.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Gets his boards, gets whatever he needs to get. You know what I mean? Serge Ibaka, of course, he fell off. Like that's cool, but then just imagine this: imagine they did stick together and then get a Shy.
Yeah.
Boy, they nice. They get a Shy.
They wouldn't have got Shy. Shy would stay with the Clippers.
No. Yeah.
I'm just saying again, just retrospect.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But if you get Shy, what do you do with Westbrook?
I'm gonna say Westbrook or James.
Now that's the question. But I think ultimately Russell would have had to fall out. I think he would have fell out. I don't think he would have bought in as long term as like we would want him to. Just because the fact that it's just his mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Then there's no dynasty.
I'm gonna say there's no dynasty with the main core.
Understandable.
I just wish we stayed.
Like I said, because once KD got hurt and Russ had a taste of I'm the guy,
it was
he
over.
never wanted to get that back.
Yeah, he was like,
this is true.
No, you can never get this back.
Yeah, he tasted that blood. It was a wrap.
And then James went down there and he got a whole
down Houston. Yeah.
No.
Like,
James had a whole city behind him. It was literally his city. It was him.
So it's like when you think about it, like I said, if you keep them together, are they still that player? Because like I said, James was a 6-man. So do you make him a starter now? Bring him on as the 2? Keep Westbrook at the 1? Yeah. James has never been no elite defender, so.
But then,
but
just like you said, they all need. I don't even think he'll be the lead scorer because KD. But either way, it would like so Russell and James Harden, both as they progressed on with their career, became very ball dominant.
Yeah,
very ball dominant, and it would never work. It didn't work in Houston.
Nah,
you get what I'm saying?
Nah, it definitely didn't work in Houston at all.
And that's my point.
But Kobe told us that though.
I mean, shit, it happened in LA and the Clippers too. I just thought about this shit. They tried to do it twice.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm saying, and it still didn't work.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild work. It's wild stuff.
Try to do it with KD as James Harden as a starter with KD, and shit ain't work. And you had a Kyrie as your point.
They need to go back to the Warriors.
That's what I said.
Too late now. Too late.
Nah.
Sir. No.
The Warriors not gonna be paying all that luxury tax and they ain't winning.
This is very true. But
why
What?
So Steph is your PG, right?
He making 50, 60 million.
That's his money got grandfathered in. Like,
okay.
You don't brought us for a championship. We ain't worried about you.
Okay.
You got Jimmy. What? Jimmy's the 3.
He just Jimmy just read up for about what? What he making about 50, 60? He up there too.
He has extension.
You bring KD in as your as the 4. You could put pieces around them because Draymond gonna be the 5.
Draymond gonna be
gone. If you want to keep Draymond.
At this point,
I don't see the point of getting rid of him too much now.
Jimmy,
but
I'm saying because Jimmy does what Draymond does while scoring points. I know I got to give Jimmy at least 35 games off. That's no problem. That's no problem. Because KD and Steph can carry the load during the regular season. Because I'll give you Kuminga, Pozinski, Buddy Hield.
I fuck with Pozinski.
And Draymond to Phoenix right now.
Wiping out your whole big man. You ain't got no big man.
I mean, they technically wiped out their whole bench though, so I mean, it don't really hurt too much when you think about it. I mean, GP2.
Yeah, as long as you
don't need GP2, bro. You need him.
But I mean, no. But again, for KD, you wouldn't think about it.
I mean, you can think about it, but I ain't doing it.
I wouldn't give up KD. I'm saying Kaminga is the only attractive piece in this. You throwing Draymond and potentially just for salary matches. You see what I'm saying? Because KD, you are bringing on a large salary with KD.
I still don't. Ooh, you said Draymond,
so
Podziemski, and who's the third person?
Kaminga. He said Kaminga.
Kaminga is a free agent,
Okay,
so he's unrestricted.
So hear me. I think he may even say Buddy Hield. But here's my real question: y'all don't think any of them reconstruction? Any of them?
What you mean reconstruction?
Like restructure the contract.
This ain't the NFL, brother. This ain't the NFL, bro. They don't restructure contracts in NBA, brother. They fought hard for them guaranteed money. They don't reconstruct them, brother.
What's it?
For the Warriors, though. We talking the Warriors.
I understand. Y'all talking about the Warriors. I'm talking about the way it's. They don't. It's just not the NFL. There ain't no reconstruction in the contract. Once you getting paid 54, you getting paid 54. You can't tell them to take $5 million off. And they don't do that. They fought too hard for that money. No, you can be sending them back in the Stone Age. They start doing stuff like that, bro.
Truthfully, for us, me personally, because I root for the Warriors when my Pistons go home, which is quite often. So, me personally, I would love.
Well, listen, at least you honest, and your team won the championship more recent than mine. So I can't say shit.
So I know we going home early. I like what we building now. I would have said like him coming to Detroit, but I don't see you tear too much of that nucleus up to bring in a KD. And like I said,
him and KD Cunningham would be nasty. Woo.
I know he probably gonna go.
See, the thing is, you want KD just to be the guy, like just to like what he wants to be. He just wants to be a player. He doesn't want to be a leader.
Yeah,
he don't want no
just want to literally play basketball.
I just want to literally play ball.
You know what you send him?
That's why I said go back to Golden State.
He said Golden State. I'm going to
point to Kansas State. Go ahead.
That's me personally. I'm saying just if I'm him at this point, because okay, you've tried the big three thing in Brooklyn, failed. You tried the big three thing in Phoenix, failed. You had a big three thing in Oklahoma City, never got. Y'all were considered too young. Okay, cool. You went to Golden State, formed the big three, big four if you want to include Draymond, but we know who the real three were. And you had your most success. You didn't get any type of blame because all that went to Curry. You got to be the guy. You got to show up, hoop, drop your 35, go home. You ain't got to worry about
play the easiest basketball he's ever played in his life.
In your life. Go back to where you came from, where you got your success. Bro, at this point in your career, it's about winning rings.
Mm-hmm.
You've done everything else. You got your league MVP, so you already got your stats.
Two-time finals MVP.
You got 2 finals MVP. At this point, you're just trying to add to the collection. Because other than that, my guy, you've already made bread. So let's keep it a bet though. You've already made money. Mm-hmm. So it ain't like you hurting on that end.
I mean,
and you going
because of Golden State. I mean, that's why he in the tech bubble, because he went out to Golden State. So I mean, Golden State paid him off the court and on the court.
He won the finals there, or did he win it?
No, he won both of them in with Golden State.
No. I'm talking about like MVP of the league.
No, he was with Oklahoma.
Yeah,
okay.
You won that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you won MVP before you even went to Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
That was considered too young. Russ was being hard headed, not trying to let you shine. You went to Golden State. What you didn't like was the fact of why you don't want to be the man, you still want the credit for it.
Right.
That's what really bothers you.
Your contribution.
Because everybody was still loving Steph, saying this Steph team, but you like, he don't win this without me.
True.
But Curry's thing is, I won one before you.
And I'm going to win after.
I won 2 with you.
I didn't think it was Curry. It was Draymond.
It was Draymond. I mean, everybody knows Draymond. It was Draymond.
Everybody knows Draymond.
But
that's why I say you may have to get rid of Draymond and bring KD in.
So, hear me out. Where I say the KD should go?
Yeah, that's what I know.
Memphis.
Can't afford him. Because one, you got to sign John.
No, John already signed. He signed the year before all that gun stuff. So John got another 3 years on the contract.
That's when he started acting stupid.
Yeah, he started acting stupid when he got the money.
Oh, okay.
You go to Memphis.
You gotta get out of Memphis. You gotta get Memphis out of Memphis.
I think KD gets them out of Memphis.
Memphis need to go to like Nashville.
No.
You got to get Memphis out of Memphis.
That's funny as fuck. Get Memphis. Yeah. He said Memphis is their own enemy. Is what you're saying. I get it. I get it. You said in the
Memphis is small. It's too small of a market.
It is.
That's why, like I said, moving him because everybody said like moved into Nashville. You already got the football team there. You would definitely have a fan base. Move on down, get to a bigger city, some more money. Now you can bring in a KD because you already got your guy. Josh your face. KD can come in and hoop.
Okay, y'all send him to Memphis. That means Memphis is gonna have to give up a lot to get him.
I mean, again, so if I'm anybody that's looking for that trade, and it's the only bad side about it, you're looking at Jaren Jackson.
I mean, he has to be on the board.
That's what Edie for. That's what Edie's for. Because Edie plays the 5, 7-4. He's gonna have a lot of space with KD being out there, and you still got a live threat for John.
Edie missed a lot of easy buckets to be 7-4. He missed a lot.
It's a whole lot different because see, in college, you're scary being 7-4. In the pros, boy, we've seen guys like you all the time.
That's what I'm saying. He get eaten alive in the paint.
This also his first year here, rookie.
I don't want to hear that. Nah, that nigga 24 years old. I don't want to hear that bullshit. He played 10 years in college. I don't want to hear that, dog. No, I don't want to hear that. No.
I think Memphis is the best look for him, though.
You crazy. That man said he played 10 years in college. I don't want to hear nothing.
That's funny as shit.
The man came out with a full beard and everything. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yo, shout out to Reese in the comments. Reese in the comments on YouTube. Memphis ain't going.
What?
He said Memphis ain't giving up nothing, bro.
Cause you can give up Darren Jackson and give up Desmond Bain.
I mean, you could definitely give up Desmond Bain.
I would give up Desmond Bain in a heartbeat.
Yes.
I give up Ethan. Bye. She deuces, bro. For Katie, bye. Get the fuck out of here. Give me Jaren Jackson, bro.
You say any way to kind of keep Jaren Jackson?
Yeah, I'm keeping Defensive Player of the Year. Somebody's athletic.
But Jaren Jackson ain't no 5.
He can
his
play.
Position is 4.
Just see his swing.
He can play it, but with KD being as old as he is, you want KD at the 4.
I want KD. You don't
want him at the 3 no more.
I want him at 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's too old to play the 3 now.
Unless he's guarding Bron.
Which is where Bron playing at the 4.
4 and 5.
So I got a question. Hold on.
4 and 5.
Nowadays, it really don't matter about the 5 no more. There's no real actual 5s anymore. Let's be honest.
There's some.
No. Name me. What's a true back to the?
That's it.
Who?
That's it. Joker and Embiid. As far as your 5s go, is Joker and Embiid and everybody else is just out there.
Bam.
Bam's a 4.
Bam is an athletic 4.
5.
He's an athletic, yes, because he has
athletic
to.
4 is funny as hell.
He ain't got no other choice.
Jaren Jackson would be the same way as Bam.
Funny as hell.
He's being forced to play out of position.
No, Evan Mobley a 5, ain't he?
He's a 4.
Evan Mobley's
yes.
a 4.
Oh no, he's a 4. What's he calling plays the 5 for them? What's the boy with the afro?
Jared
Allen.
That's another center too.
Evan Mobley is actually a 3, but they play him at the 4 because he's so tall. But he's actually a 3.
All right, so you say Memphis, Matt. Tino said sending back the
Golden State.
Golden State. I say, bitch, you signed the contract. You stay in Phoenix.
That nigga ain't saying shit. Nigga would never just say a damn answer. He can't say an answer. It's fuck him. It's fuck Ben Simmons. It should be fuck Paul George. It's fuck Joel Embiid too, huh?
Nah, I ain't never say. I ain't saying fuck you to my MVP. Fuck you. I ain't doing that.
Yet.
I won't say that about him.
Yet.
I don't trade on my people till they trade on me.
You want to say that about your MVP, but the 2-time MVP has to get to fuck you?
I said, you sign the contract, you stay where you at. That's what I said.
That's basically a fuck you. It's a fuck you.
Something that we ain't said.
What happened if they trade other people?
Could he go back to Oklahoma City?
Ooh. Would you break up that nucleus for, though?
Okay.
For a vet, a tough ass vet.
You got a star. You already got him signed. Shea is signed, and he got his.
No. Shea signing this. Shea didn't sign yet.
Shea going to sign. They're going to sign him. Let's just say that.
He's going to sign. Yeah, right. He ain't signed.
So you gonna sign him because you for sure gotta keep him. Okay. Shea is expendable.
I don't think they get rid of him though.
You don't get rid of no Chet. You don't get rid of Chet.
Not yet.
You can. Lou Dort can go.
You get rid of all the damn Williams brothers. You can get rid of the Williams brothers.
Dort can go.
So you can make some room for him.
So, okay, I'm with you. As long as I keep Chet, of course, SGA without even talking.
Yeah, that's understood. That's your stuff.
If I can keep Chet and I can keep SGA, and also I make it work. I make it work to get KD back there.
And mind you, he winds up retiring there.
I mean, his number going in the Raptor regardless there. So I mean, that's what I
think that would be almost impossible not to do.
Yeah, that would be diabolical.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
No. I'm saying, like, how many jerseys are we retiring from OKC from that team?
None. OKC, none.
We just retired KDs.
Yeah. Well, you technically got to consider them the Supersonics, but we know the history.
We get it. Oh, I'm saying, like, so we go retire KDs. Who else are we retiring?
Russ and Harden.
Yeah, you got. I do personally, Russ and KD. Harden was a 6-man.
We pushing Harden.
Yeah, Harden is a hard sell for me.
We pushing it. I
wouldn't be surprised if
I was waiting for somebody to say it, but we pushing it.
Why are you pushing it with him? Didn't he win the 6-man with them? Didn't he? I think he did, right?
Them other two on MVP.
I would retire Serge Ibaka's jersey before I retire James Harden's.
You tripping now?
That's diabolical.
No, it's not.
Serge was literally, he became Serge at OKC, did he not?
Yeah.
He was more.
James became the beard right there in OKC before he got his own team.
No, James was Mohawk before he was beard. Let's just understand that now.
Yeah.
He was bucked
that nasty ass Mohawk.
He had them fucked up ass. Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
But still, I think they retire 3 of them.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't argue. But I would find it hard. Like I said, without question, you definitely got to retire Westbrook and KD. Those guys want MVP actually in that
the triple doubles it makes sense.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of retirement, Greg Popovich retired.
Yeah, Pop the GOAT.
The GOAT? Oh,
I said it.
He's the greatest of
I said it.
All time, all the coaches, NBA.
He's one of them.
Okay. I'll clean that up.
No. But I'm gonna jump off a bridge. Probably. I'm gonna say he better than Phil.
At what?
At what?
I said what I said.
What you mean better than Phil? Who better than Phil at?
Better coach than Phil.
At what?
Better coach than Phil. And if you heard what I said, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I want you and look, you know me. Lakers in 5. I'm that guy, right? But understand this. What talent did Pop go into and have? And not have to just coach a whole... Again, I don't have to coach these people. You know what I'm saying? Phil Jackson got Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. Again, you want to push it? You really want to push it? Again, go and have fucking motherfucking Lamar Odom, all them. He inherited that basically. You can't teach you can't coach talent, right? You can't coach talent, right? Popovich.
Please lay down who players. Lay them down, please, just like you did.
I'm gonna lay them down. Look, I'm gonna lay them down. But it's a simple fact. It's like, again, you look at it like this. Again, they don't put them top 5, do they? No. They don't.
Tim
Top
Duncan
five.
top five?
No. Stop. And let me finish. They don't put him top 5. They put him top 5 in their position, respectively. They don't put him top 5 greatest of all time. They do not. And you know
Tim
they don't.
Duncan is
You know they
too.
don't.
Tim Duncan is too. What are you talking about? David Robinson, top 50 greatest player all time.
Top 50. You just the top 50. I said top 5. What are we talking?
The top 50 team
Yo.
before the top 75. He made that.
Top 5.
Who they number 1 pick overall in the draft. Tim Duncan was number 1 pick overall in the draft.
Top 5. Who they talking about? Top 5. Who they talking about? Top 5. Who they talking about?
Tim Duncan, bro.
Top 5. Who they talking about? Top 5. Who they talking about? Who they talking about? Tino. Who they talking about? Top 5. Go ahead.
Top 5 generally. You of course I'm saying you argue between Mike and LeBron being number 1, so that's
Okay.
1, 2. So Kobe is now in the debate in 3. Kareem, and you got so LeBron, so you got Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Kareem. I have Tim Duncan in my top 5, but since I'm saying you started to play with Magic somewhere in there, like.
Thank you. So that's my point I'm trying to make,
Bro,
Dave.
he just said he's in the top 5. Everybody has an opinion about it.
Hold on.
Everybody has an opinion about it.
Dave, hold on. Generally speaking, they do not put Tim Duncan in top 5.
They don't know basketball.
They don't.
They don't know
Okay,
basketball.
they don't know basketball.
Yep.
That's why I said, again, top 5 position-wise, they will do it all day. But top 5, generally speaking, they won't.
I'm saying because he's number 1 power forward. But now, I'm also biased with Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan is my favorite player.
Understood. So I'm saying, but again.
He's not my favorite player. He's still top 5.
But it's just a simple principle. It's again, it's like I'm getting, you're gonna kill me for it. I put KG before I put Tim Duncan. Kill me. But at the end of the day, it's like it's a good argument, good debate. But my thing is, for the simple fact, again, you still look at it. I'm not saying he's not top 50. I'm not saying that. But again, what did Phil Jackson have to do with his team?
Tim Duncan is more than top 50.
What did Phil Jackson have to do? He could be Tyronn Lue right out there and not do shit.
You said Phil didn't do nothing.
He could just not do
Get the
shit.
fuck out of here, man. You crazy as hell, bro.
Am I?
Yes, you are. You crazy as a motherfucker, bro.
All right.
The triangle offense, that don't mean nothing.
I'll be crazy then.
Wow.
I'll be crazy then.
Yeah,
I'll be crazy then.
You said.
I'll be crazy then.
So you making an argument that Greg Popovich is a better coach than Phil Jackson.
I'll be crazy then.
I haven't heard it all day, brother.
I'll be crazy.
You crazy. And what's it? Phil and Popovich had players too. Don't get it twisted. Pop had
I ain't say he didn't.
Yeah. Bro, we're not gonna
Tim Duncan, David Robinson. Again, the chat loves to put Robert Horry in the motherfucker. I don't know why. Again, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Again, I'm not knocking it. But at the same time, again, you look at top 5, generally speaking, they never put Tim Duncan. I'm not discrediting him at all, but you know it's a fact.
Oh man. Yeah,
unless you break it. It gotta be a lot of people then, huh?
Yeah,
we talk about half the world. We talk about half the world.
That's wrong.
Talk about half. You want to argue? So one man versus half the world. Cool.
What they say? A gorilla versus 100 men. I guess I'm the gorilla today. I don't give a fuck.
I'll be the gorilla. Clearly, I'm out here shaking shit up. I'm the gorilla.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not with you on that Popovich is a better coach than Phil Jackson. No. Now, if you want to say Phil Jackson was put in better positions, I can give you that, but not a better coach. No.
And it would even be harder to argue that due to the fact that the Lakers' last 2 championships. Like when you say Phil in his 6 with Jordan Pippen, cool. All right. Then he come to LA, you got Kobe Shaq. Them 2 championships are just Kobe? While you still had Pop out there winning 50, 60 games a year? Like for him to squeak them 2 out and Pop only get 5.
Pop never went back to back neither.
Nah. He definitely had some layups.
Never went back to back. Never went back to back.
Like Is Pop one of the GOATs? Without question. He's definitely on my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, on Mount Rushmore for sure. For sure.
I won't argue with that at all. If you want to say he number 2, I won't give you but better than Phil, Nah.
All right. Who's number 3?
Red Auerbach.
I'm about to say, yeah, red for sure.
Yeah.
4.
You want to go? I go Pat personally.
Really?
I go Pat personally.
I'm gonna say Larry Brown.
I was about to say that too. Knowing that Larry Brown's body of work is crazy.
I'm gonna say Larry Brown.
Yeah, I think I'm throwing Larry in there before I throw Pat in there. Pat 5. That's just me.
I'm gonna go Larry Brown.
I mean, and
again,
the crazy part is the people that we're naming don't even got the all-time winnings in NBA. That go to
No.
Don Nelson.
Pop.
Don Nelson.
Yeah, Don Nelson number 1.
Don Nelson.
Okay, yeah.
But Don Nelson never won a chip though, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm Pat. I mean, Phil, Pop, Red Auerbach, and then yeah, I'm going Larry Brown. Yeah, it's just something about that. Something about Larry. I don't know. Maybe because he was with the Sixers.
The fucking Pistons team, man.
But then he won with that Pistons team that nobody expected to beat the Lakers. And of course, I was a Lakers diehard Lakers fan. I was a Laker fan at that time, bro.
Pissed me the fuck off.
So what? So where did we put Kerr?
I'm gonna put Mark Jackson before I put Steve Kerr.
All right, so
you choose to be controversial for no reason.
Listen,
you choose the controversy for the headline.
When you look at it,
violence because Terrence ain't here.
I'm choosing violence because Terrence ain't here. I want to put. You want to put Kerr like at 6?
You want to put him up there? I got another question though.
But it's hard, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Do you put Doc up there?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck Doc Rivers. Fuck out of here. Doc.
Now, I put Mark Jackson in
Put it before Doc.
Bring back Mark, man. Bring back Mark.
You want to lose a game 7? Call Doc up. He gonna lose it for you.
What's I can't even think of fucking Miami's coach.
Spo.
Oh, Eric Spo. Spo like 7, 8.
Do we put him above Kerr?
Ooh.
No.
It's debatable.
I mean, anything could be debatable, Matt. So I call it debatable.
Really.
Yeah, a lot of things are debatable.
Not really.
If you choose violence.
Okay.
So anything debatable.
Okay.
But we can debate anything for the sake of argument.
Yeah.
Like you just want to have an argument.
Yeah.
We can make it.
But honestly, Spo got 2, right?
2.
2 as a head coach. 2 as a head coach.
Yeah.
He been back twice.
I find it hard to put him above Kerr because Kerr got 4.
Then
you got what? Then he got what? 2, 3 as a player.
Nah, we ain't counting the players. We ain't doing the player championship. We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do that.
No, don't do that.
Because
I mean,
you add 2 more to fill. Then that's the case. You add 2 more to fill.
Right. That's why I said I'm saying it.
Only reason I'm so hard on when it comes to Steve Kerr is just the simple fact. It's like, again, what is he coaching?
He inherited the team. That's what you're saying.
Really did.
So that's why you don't. That's why you not Mark. That's why you not Phil.
That's my problem.
Because he inherited talent.
That's my problem.
But now, on the flip side of that, I inherited talent, but I got the best out of it.
Right.
Mark never got the best out of it.
Mark never got the opportunity.
You think about
okay, because Monte Ellis ain't do nothing with Monte with Mark. You say Mark, right?
Yeah. You think about Tony Dungy in Tampa. You bring John Gruden in, like Tampa's winning, but they ain't getting over. You bring John Gruden in, they win the chip 0-2.
Football different though.
Yeah,
football different.
True, but just to give that parallel of a guy inheriting a team and then taking them over the top, and you kind of like, well, you only really want that because
Bruce Arians.
I mean, when you get Tom Brady, I mean,
Fuck him.
I will retire once he retired too and go into the booth. Like, I'm done too. Tom Brady done. I'm done. I got my one. I'm good.
Hey yo, Bruce Arians look like the Red Hulk on Tino backscreen right now. I just want to say that now.
Oh man,
but nah. I mean, yeah, that's the only thing with Steve Kerr. Like Steve Kerr literally really did inherit Golden State. Really did, and that's my argument when it comes to him and Mark Jackson. Like I like, man, all kudos, all props go to Mark Jackson for that.
Yeah, Mark never got a shot to really coach that team the way he was supposed to. He didn't.
But is that
a coaching thing or him thing?
A him thing.
That's a him thing. I think it's personality.
Kind
of like Mark. What's the name? Malone. The Nuggets coach. Kind of the Nuggets coach.
Man.
My thing with that is like y'all haven't been relevant in a very long time.
Y'all just went.
And that man won you a championship like not too long ago.
And y'all still got the nucleus of that team still there. So they've been listening to the coach over and over. So would they just tuned him out or
they said it was some favoritism, like
to Russ.
Russ comes in. Mm-hmm. But my thing is like, bro, like they be regardless of how we know Russ isn't Russ from OKC.
We talked about that last episode. Yep.
But he kind of earned his respect. So like, if that man's still balling out, still hustling and bustling, like he's starving to get on the team. You guys that's only been here 4 or 5 years, bro. Like you gotta kind of get your together, bro.
They said that's what it was. It was literally the comments that he said.
Be like Russ.
Didn't necessarily, be like. But again, I think we said it last show. I really feel like Jokic is cool with that.
Nah, I truly believe Jokic is cool with it.
Yeah,
but and so it's just like if he's all right with it, he's your face of your franchise. Why wouldn't you just rock with that?
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? You rock with that. You don't go against the grain. Otherwise, you asking for him to leave. You don't want to listen to me.
I'm gonna say, well, Joker wanted Russ. So if the franchise guy wanted him, if he's talking bad about him, everybody else can shut up.
That's how I feel. Literally. I feel the same way.
Literally. Like what y'all opinion matter right now?
Now Joker complaining.
Different, a little different.
All right, then as the owner, like, hey,
we gotta figure something out.
Because he the reason why we got fans in stands. So with that, it's like, all right, cool. But truthfully, like I said, if Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon is.
I don't think Aaron Gordon's the problem. I don't think Aaron Gordon's
a problem. I think Michael Porter Jr. is probably the problem. Overpaid role player.
Well, guess what? He be in the next trade.
You know who probably really was?
Who? Don't say Murray. I don't think it was Murray.
You
think so?
No.
I don't think that's Murray personality,
so.
bro.
I don't know.
You hurt too much. You
can't
complain. Why I'm complaining?
Why? You hurt.
Like you show, like, don't get me wrong. When you right, we know you the closer for that team. Like Joker's 1 through 3, you the closer in the fourth quarter. But you a little too hurt to be mad about Russ.
Yeah.
like I said, now if you constantly healthy,
then
all right, then yeah, like it's Joker.
Cause
we take a drop off. Murray, his opinion matters, and then after that, I don't really care about who else talking on this
because
team.
they brought Westbrook in because you're always hurt.
Right. They had to do that. I mean, they
some insurance. They needed some insurance.
I mean, but it's funny because they've always had point guard insurance. They just never believed in their point guard insurance.
Because Murray was too clutch come fourth quarter time. So it's like
because they had bones. Think about it.
Yeah.
They just didn't believe in a point guard talent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think nobody.
And there's no shade, and that's what sucks. I'm saying there's no shade to Bones. It's just like again, it's like they had pieces to back up Murray if hurt.
They had Reggie. What they had?
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson for the playoff run, on the championship run.
Yeah, when they were, exactly. But it's just like
I think they kind of got away from what they were doing, like having a bunch of shooters on the court, 1 or 2 slashers,
and let Joker just be the distributor.
Yeah, let him be you get everybody in place. get us 1 through 3,
Right.
get us about a 5-point lead. Murray,
Finish it off.
Quarter time.
Word.
We trust you. Get us
Turn
home.
up. Turn up. Like, yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. You get all your light is completely green. Come 4 quarter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't care if you over 15, 1 through 3, 4 quarter, 7 for 30.
Go for it.
Go
for
it.
Yeah.
Look, 21 points.
7 for 30 is crazy though. 7 for 30 is crazy, but
But if you go 7 for 7 in the fourth and we win by 10, I ain't got nothing to say.
All that matters is when the clutch time.
Especially when Joker still giving me 35
assists too.
And 12.
Yeah.
Nah, you right.
All right. Let's switch topics right quick. Let's go to boxing, then we can finish off with football because I want to hear Tino.
Oh God.
All right, boxing this weekend was terrible.
Riyadh weekend.
Trash. No, I'm starting with Times Square.
It's Riyadh weekend. That's what I'm saying.
All 3 of them fights that was supposed to be a main event was not good.
They weren't good.
Teofimo outclassed his opponent. That was a sparring session for Tio.
It was a good showing for him.
No, it was good showing for Tio. Devin Haney, I don't know what energy drink he was on, but he was jittery the whole fight. He just he's scared of the left hook. He gun shy.
At least he was boxing.
They lost to Garcia, right?
Yeah, then they reflipped it and said because Garcia took steroids, what they said, whatever.
That was whack.
Yeah,
but
he a hoe. He sued him in court and everything. He a hoe. That's why the judge ain't go with it.
Steroid didn't call that whooping, young man.
No.
That man came out on a mission.
Left hook. Left hook.
And you was the target.
Right.
And you want you to get hit like that.
So
for sure.
When he got in the ring on Friday, he was gun shy of the left hook. And the man that he's fighting don't even have a powerful left hook. So he's just scared of it. He just I don't know. And then get to the main event, Rolly versus Ryan Garcia. Oh my gosh. Rolly beat Ryan Garcia, which somebody
didn't even realize he did it.
Somebody wants some money. Somebody wants some money on that motherfucking fight, bro.
Didn't even realize he did it.
Didn't even realize he beat him. Well, he knocked him down in the second round. The rest of the fight was just ugly. It was an ugly fight. Yo, the whole event, like to have it in Times Square, you would think that. I mean, if you look at the card, it looked amazing on paper, but what we end up getting was trash. The Saudis, y'all spent $12 million to shut down Times Square.
I don't think they really shut it down. I think they still had cards going through.
They still had cards, but you know what I mean. I mean, it still cost them $12 million to do it, regardless.
Yeah.
And then y'all had to pay all the fighters, so it's probably like y'all probably paid like 20 something million, 30 million for this shit. And it wasn't worth it. Everybody picked up a quick bag. It wasn't worth it.
That really showed you more outside of boxing than boxing. For them guys to come over here and shut a city like that, to even partially close it down,
build it
detour it, slow it, whatever. Like to come over here with that kind of power, like that speaks more to that than I would say boxing.
Yeah,
especially when y'all talking about the fights going on. I'm saying
it was terrible. It was terrible.
Subpar.
No, they were bad. They were bad.
They were good. That speaks more to what the Saudis have in store. Like that's more to me like a deeper think tank type of ordeal. Like
that's the thing. It's like I don't want this to be, but you know what it is. Again, them probably going with TKO. This, if I'm not mistaken, this is their first promotion, right?
This is the first time working with TKO. Yes,
exactly. If this is a preview, it wasn't a good preview.
No, it was terrible.
This was a bad showing. Again, this nobody wanted to necessarily see this. Now, I will say, come September, if they get the rights to it, yes.
So hold on, before you
jump. I'm not trying to, but you get where I'm going. You get what I'm saying?
I know exactly where you're going.
And so I mean, but yeah, nah. Garcia I don't know what the fuck he was on Friday, bro.
I'm telling you, they
straight bullshit, bro.
And the crazy part is they fought at these weird weights. Like Devin fought at 144. T.O. fought at his real weight because his belt was on the line. And then I think what's it called was at 147. Like everybody was all awkward. It didn't feel right. Like I said, just to look at the event on TV, knowing that that's Times Square, it looked dope. But the product we
You know
got
what
in
made
the
it
ring
worse?
was terrible. What's that?
Ryan Garcia came out in the fucking Batmobile, dog.
Yeah, bro, you already know, man. Me and you, I mean, we Batman.
Dog,
That's
why
the game.
the fuck did he come out in the Batmobile? Like
It ain't put on the show.
ain't show yourself to be a Batman. Batman, daggone motherfucking like, man, go ahead. Never mind.
Nah. Okay. So listen, I thought maybe yesterday we was gonna get a better fight in Canelo versus Williams. This Cuban fighter. I never heard of.
It's school.
Who got schooled?
His last name is School. His last name is School.
I thought it was first name
Skull.
I thought it was William Skull, right? William Skull, something like that.
Yeah, he said Williams, like his last name.
Oh well, whatever. Fuck that nigga. He got robbed. I said it. I don't give a fuck. Look at the copy box. He got robbed, Matt. Did you watch the fight?
I watched the fight.
He got robbed. Bro, you don't think he controlled the ring?
He controlled the ring by doing what?
You don't think I'm asking you a question. It's yes or no.
Him running around all night and catching body hooks the whole time was him controlling the ring.
Did you look at the copy box numbers? Who landed more? Who landed more?
I watched the fight.
We both watched the fight.
So I'm saying, like you out here saying about the copy box numbers. I watched the fight. So I'm saying I seen all that. Yes, great.
Okay.
But again, he wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
He wasn't doing much, and you know he wasn't. Again,
I said he won the fight, so he had to do something.
Fuck, he won the fight.
I told Dave, he spoke on it earlier.
Yeah, before we started
like
recording.
I told him, like to be the champ, like you have to beat the champ. Like you really gotta put him down. If you don't put him down, I'm saying your numbers can be better than his, but we know you watch enough boxing to know, and you know when real money is on the line, and what they're trying to promote. What we said,
we know
you gotta knock him out. If you don't knock him out, he knocked me.
I understand that. I understand it. We all know when a fighter get paid $80 million and other fighters get paid $3 million, we know who's going to win the fight. And they're promoting to And they're promoting to a Bud Crawford fight. Like, just put it out there. It's happening in September.
Hell. Even Floyd, as much as we know that he likes to run around, gets more busy than what Boy did last night. Way more busy than Dude was. And he wins the fight.
Floyd also the highest paid fighter too. They're gonna make sure Floyd wins too.
Oh, for sure.
But he'll also do it in convincing fashion. Let's just say that. He'll make it at least look like he is winning.
You gotta look at the scores sometime. Because you might fall asleep in the Floyd fight. You might fall asleep.
You will fall asleep for the most part.
Because Floyd is a true boxer. I'm saying the art of it is to hit,
not get hit.
Not be hit.
That's perfect.
So I'm not trying to. I'm not. At this point, my body a little older. Taking them body shots. Hey, cause if I gotta hold you for 2 more minutes in this 3-minute fight, I'm finna hold you for 2.
I mean,
except Victor Ortiz.
Well, he wanted the head buddy.
And got knocked out afterwards.
Smooth knocked out.
All right, so we know that the fight is happening in September. Bud versus Canelo. I know it's early, but who y'all like?
I said this in the chat. I don't know.
I go Bud. I think Bud. I'm saying he's gonna have to stay away from being hit.
That's what I said.
But if he can get one of his off without having to take one of Canelo's in return, I think he can put him down.
Matt, why you hesitant? What's making you hesitant about it? That's all I want to know.
It's like you could say the same thing when it comes to Canelo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally the same type thing. It's hard. It doesn't say it's difficult. I don't know which way to go. Because again, one punch from Bud can make a difference.
Right.
One punch from Canelo can make a difference.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so Maurice was saying in the thing, he was like, I don't know, because Bud out here he can study it. But I said Canelo he studies just as well, bro. Again, we forgetting dude got better after he lost to Floyd.
Floyd made him get better.
You get what I'm saying? But rightfully so. And from then been on a tear. Last night, if we use the last night showing, I'll give you that. Cool, whatever. And that's why I feel like he did. He based it off. I feel like he based it off of last night. I wouldn't do that.
Since the Floyd fight, I ain't gonna say Canelo been on the tear, but he lost since the Floyd fight again.
But there was some folks he was punishing, like punishing.
He lost one fight definitively.
I'm about to say there's a couple of them that's debatable. That Triple G, yeah. But I mean, like I said, we ain't talking about that. We talking about. I believe Bud has the better footwork.
Hear me out.
And I feel like
I'm gonna jump off a bridge with this when I say this shit. When's Canelo lost in September?
He never lost in September. I could have told you that.
Okay, keep that in mind.
I mean, I could have told you that.
That's scary. Except Floyd. But I mean, hey.
I thought that was in September.
That was in September.
Oh, I thought that was in May. Okay.
September 14th.
All right. Okay. Listen, they fighting in Vegas. Hey, it's gonna be a spectacle because I think they're gonna try to put that Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney on the undercard as well.
Oh, that's sure.
They're gonna try to make it.
And
they fighting in the Raiders Stadium too. On top of all this,
they should. But
Reese said he's going with Bud. Reese said he's going with Bud. He don't care what y'all talking about.
Black people just trying to say chilling with black people. I get it.
I mean, I'm gonna always go Black Power until I break it down. But in this one, in this one, I feel like Bud has better footwork. And if you ever see Canelo in there with people that have footwork, Canelo don't do as good.
I mean, he fight for the most part.
And Canelo, how many fights this motherfucker had?
That motherfucker that
last night was 67 fights. God,
67 fights.
And he what? 30 what? He 34.
34. Crazy.
He ain't no Leo. Fucking. I thought he was Leo for a minute.
July 18.
Yeah, he 18. He 18. So.
Wait, cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, cancer. But
it don't matter though.
Yeah. Hey, Tino. Last week, we talked about football. We talked about it. You ain't pop up with us. I want to get your perspective on your draft or your Patriots.
Put this on YouTube. They didn't send me no invite because they know I'll come. But I wanted the big three to shine, so I said I'll come on next week. But don't let Dave fool you because I was ready to come talk my shit. We had a solid draft. We got what we needed per se. You definitely need a left tackle in this day and age. I'm saying with edge rushers. So to get definitely a starter that's gonna be there for 5 to 10 years easily. If he can stay at left tackle, you got to keep the quarterback upright. I don't care how many weapons you got. If the boy can't, he ain't got enough time to read the field. It ain't doing us no good.
Right.
So getting a big left tackle was great. Getting some of the receivers, I wasn't not knowing some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't quote unquote impressed. But after like reading other podcasts and like doing some homework on them, like I think they'll be solid guys. I still think there's some guys that can be gotten in free agency.
Mm-hmm. So, we'll talk about that in a minute.
So you still got, So, but overall, the draft wise, like I think we did pretty good. It was a Mike Vrabel draft.
I mean, y'all picked up what you need. Like you said, y'all picked up the right pieces with your need. Y'all picked up the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying that for the longest. Y'all got the best one out the whole bunch.
Yeah. So to get that, like I said, it's now about getting folks in and meshing.
Right.
Because at this point, you got to mesh.
So you touched on free agency a little bit. Where does Amari Cooper go?
Truthfully, I think he's looking for a contender. Me personally. Now, 2 teams I would say, I know he's looking for a contender, but 2 teams that I say personally, he can go back to y'all.
Nope.
Be the number 2 there for you guys. Make it better for CD. Because now he's older, so it's not like he can come in with the mindset that he's a number 1. You see what I'm saying? So CD has proven I'm number 1. Like flat out, there ain't no more debate about it. So when y'all drafted CD, Amari still had the feeling like I'm number one, but y'all
Mhm.
wanted to feature CD.
Mhm.
We know for a fact now, my guy CD better.
No.
Mhm.
But
I'm gonna tell you straight. Any wide receiver that wears 88 is number one. Period.
right.
Mark Cooper won 19 for a reason.
In Dallas, you're right.
In that, yeah.
No argument,
Yeah,
no argument whatsoever. I believe that full fledged. But like I said, in his mind, he still felt like I'm that
He was
guy.
that guy.
Right.
When y'all got me from Oakland, I made that look the best he ever looked until
Yeah,
Mike McCarthy came
he
along.
did, right.
So,
Facts.
so like I said, so to see him go back to you guys would be good for him. Me personally, just be, again, Pats fan, needing a wide receiver. Him, I'm saying, coming there to pair along with Diggs to give and some of them young guys a vet that know how to run routes. It's an open target. It's something I'm saying. Like I said, we're not we're building. We're not a contender, so I don't really see us having a chance to get him because at this point he wants a ring. So, but
It's not guaranteed we make it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, if I had to pick him, I say if I had to pick for him, I say go back to y'all or come to us. But I think he's looking for a contender, so he could easily go back to Buffalo. He could easily go to Kansas City. Because I'm saying I don't think he's chasing bread at this point. Like I said, they come to us. All we got is money for you. You'll get the targets. You'll get stuff like that because I'm saying you're a proven vet.
Mm-hmm.
We know you'll get open. We know you'll catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Does he go to Baltimore?
I would just think, but they picked up D-Hop.
Yeah, they picked up D-Hop. That would be way too crowded.
Unless he take like a crazy low deal.
But I mean, at the same time, just like if you're saying him coming to us, knowing to run the routes and everything like that, again, it would be no different than him in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said,
it's weird,
for a
but
contender,
yeah,
cool. You can, if you want to. I know the Eagles fans in the chat that we have, they will go crazy.
We're gonna talk about them in a minute.
Him going to Philly to be a number 3 because he not again. If he's not looking for no major bread, you go to a contender. Because like I said, or he can go to Washington.
Why you got this face? Why you got this? Hold on, bro. Why you this face? He ain't moved since you said the name of that team, bro.
I know how you feel. I'm saying when the guys in the group that talk crazy, but I'm just thinking contender wise. So like I said, you can go to a young team in Washington because Washington could use you because you have Scary Terry as the 1. Ooh. He could be your 2. Debo is your gadget guy.
Don't put that in the atmosphere, bro. I don't want to deal with that 2 times a year, bro. I don't know. Don't put that in the atmosphere.
Look. But what he do? So hear me out. Amari Cooper might not be that guy to do some shit like that. But what if he's that guy to do some shit like that? At this point,
because at this point now, you only have 2 options: either you trying to get a bag or you trying to get a ring.
Yeah.
So if you really trying to get a ring, you have to go to contender. Yeah. So now, if you trying to chase a bag, then by all means, come on to New England, get you some stats, get you some ring.
He started. He in Oakland.
Oakland.
Yeah, he started.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And then we grabbed him, and then he went to. We shipped him off to Cleveland.
He went to Cleveland. Yep. Yeah.
And then Buffalo.
They sent him to Cleveland to fade away.
This will be his 10th season.
Yeah, 10 years.
Then Buffalo got him to
try.
Yeah.
What about speaking of another one, Keenan Allen? He's still free agency. He's sitting out there too.
You know who else is, but
now personally, him, I say go back to where you started. Go back to the Chargers, play your final year, get on up out of here. I also would like him in New England again. I want my team to get as many weapons as possible, but I don't really see, like I said, what is he playing for? Is he playing for a bag or is he playing for a championship? Yeah. He is a guy that I would like to see get one. I could see him in Tampa, playing in that warm weather, because of Chris Godwin's injury history, staying hurt, and also being hurt this year, pairing him with Mike Evans, Mr. 1000, you can go ahead and put 1,000 yards beside his name, no matter what. They got some young receivers down there that's not proven. You put him with a nice vet.
That's a nice.
And fly.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Terrible. Put him down there. Who's the other person you talking about, Matt? My fault.
Oh, it was DM.
Who?
Big Trey.
Trey
Anderson? He still ain't signed a contract yet?
Oh, yeah. Since he ain't giving the money yet.
He ain't giving the money yet?
Oh, you talking about that DN?
Yeah.
Me personally, who can use him?
Anybody.
Like it's production, but it's like I'm saying he wants a bag.
He wants a big bag.
He wants a bag.
Like don't get me wrong. Like 17 sacks is like ridiculous. Like it ain't like everybody's just getting 17 sacks. So I get it, but it's like I'm saying if Cincy ain't trying to give you one, and ain't nobody else trying to.
Well, ain't nobody trying to trade. Ain't nobody trying to trade a whole bunch to get him and then pay him. That's the thing.
But hear me out. Cincy ain't trying to give it because they just blew their load with their big three.
Well, big two.
2.5.
You ain't saying that but I'm saying like the big bags on their books, the big three.
Yeah. I'm saying the two receivers.
Joe's a big bag on their books.
I'm not talking about Joe, bro. I'm not talking about Joe.
I'm talking
about T. Higgins. T. Higgins' contract is terrible. I don't know how. His agent let him sign that.
I get you. Yeah, no. It's fucking horrible because he could have got that bag in New England.
It's a 1-year contract, literally.
Basically, and that's all you got.
I would have went like. But
playing for Cincinnati just to play.
He's Anthony Edwards' baby mom. Let's be honest. Like
got that one check
on the front.
Yeah,
on the front.
He been bad. I was just signing the franchise tag and then leave.
Bro, that's what I would have done. His agent, whoever his agent is, they need to be smacked.
The same, but he's the same agent that got what's the name? His bag. That's the problem.
But it's levels to this. That showed you his levels to this shit because Jamar Chase joined is straight.
But I said Jamar Chase is probably 1, 2, or 3 in the NFL as far as receivers.
For sure. I put him out.
It's Justin Jefferson, Chase, CD Lamb. Like that's your big thing.
CD ain't 3. CD ain't 3.
No. He's just saying as far as just the top 3. He's not saying
CD not top 3.
Put him on. No, he's top 3. He's just saying as far as he's 4.
Who you got? Who you got better than CD?
This past year, we're talking about this total production.
Yeah, who you got better than CD? Because he putting up Justin Jefferson numbers.
Don't say Devontae.
No, hell no. No.
I know you ain't talking about AJ Brown.
I know you ain't talking about Mike Evans.
You can throw either one of them up there before CD.
I ain't throwing him anywhere else but in the transfer or in New England. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I know I love 88, but I'm just saying I don't think he's 3.
11 want to be over here with 11. Shit.
Speaking of, hold on. Let's talk about this since we bring it up. AJ Brown just got engaged today. Shout out to him.
Where you get engaged at?
Congratulations.
He get engaged in New England? He get engaged in Boston?
Did he?
Tell me he didn't.
I'm about to say he getting diabolical with this shit, yo.
Tell me he didn't. Tell me he didn't.
I'm saying his coaches, his former coaches in New England.
He's been so hyped about getting these Patriots jerseys from Tom Edelman. Edelman said, "Oh, I'll give you permission to wear number 11." I didn't know Edelman number retired. I don't know why he told me to give you permission.
Somebody else couldn't get their permission to get it, but all right.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro. If this, I said this last show. I said the Eagles need to worry about this. If he gets disgruntled, he's going to want to get traded, and he's going to go to New England.
And I gave you a first round pick today.
I know y'all.
I got you a first round pick in the day.
Come on.
Nice left tackle. I will give up my lineman for him. I'm not
getting my lineman. Because
10 years.
AJ ain't gonna get the
10 years.
AJ ain't gonna get the ball. AJ ain't gonna get the ball.
But next year, yeah, I give you one next year.
on.
I'm telling y'all. I keep telling Eagles fans, let that man be unhappy.
If you didn't want to give him the first this year, he could have got a second and the first from next year.
I ain't getting up that much for him.
I gave you a 2 and a number 1 for 2026. Because what we gonna be picking at? Okay, because you talking about Stephon Diggs, you give because now bringing in AJ, you got a true number 1.
Number 2.
You give Diggs time to kind of recover and be a number 2.
What's got the young boy up there?
I get what you're saying.
Who
we got a couple young boys.
Yeah. I'm finna say
the one that was last year. You got drafted last year.
To my Polk.
Last name with a B. Last name with a B.
Jalen Polk.
Keyshawn.
Yeah,
Keyshawn. You talking about Bouye.
Yeah,
you talking about Bouye.
Yeah.
Like I say, he's coming along. He got a good rapport with May.
Okay.
So like,
Eagles fans better listen. Eagles fans better cross fingers. Oh, I had a stat. Go ahead.
But other than that, like I said, if you can find a way to bring AJ Brown to New England, I think we get scary real fast.
Y'all better buckle the fuck up.
Yeah. Now we find a way to make that happen sometime during this season.
We ragged out in the AFC. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like it gets ugly real fast.
So I got a question, right? When you creating a dynasty,
hold. What Saul used to say? Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
When you creating a dynasty, right? Don't you keep like the core of your people together, right?
You try to.
You try to for the most part, right?
You try to.
I think it depends on what do you deeming as a core.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you got your wide receivers. I mean, of course, you got your quarterback, you got your running back, you got your wide receivers. That's how most people say the core starts right there. Most people.
Now, when the reason why I asked that is because you think about it during just in New England, not to get off your foot too fast. You think about our identity first was defense.
Mm-hmm.
So our core was the linebackers, defensive line, DBs. Like we were playing ball control offense. So our core was to keep whatever defensive players we had like intact. That's why I said like it depends on. I'm saying when you say core, like what identity
what side
of the
ball?
team.
What you mean?
Yeah, it really don't.
Yeah, like, what's the identity of the team?
Okay, it really don't matter when it comes down to it. This is because I'm getting to my point. So if you won the Super Bowl last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you only have 12 returning players from your Super Bowl team, ain't that kind of weird?
Yeah, it's very weird. It's not dynasty.
No.
That's not weird.
No. I know where you're going.
Because most Super Bowl teams, I'm saying, lose a lot of players. Because now a lot of those guys
they're getting plucked. They're getting plucked. I got you. I understand. That's what you're saying.
So teams feel like, oh, well, you play championship football over there, but then that's where we get the guys that get overpaid because now you don't fit the scheme. This guy was playing in the 3-4 defense, but you go plug him, he go get paid in the 4-3 defense.
Right.
Now we're trying to figure out like what. No, think about it. Why play zone in Oakland, go to Philly, play man, and all of a sudden now we trying to figure out who the hell is he? Like, is he even on the field? Because he getting torched.
Thank you, Nomini, because 88 was tearing his ass up. No diddy.
Yeah, but in Oakland, in zone, now had he went to Seattle,
his zone would work with him.
Yeah,
we'd have been trying to figure out.
Like what I'm saying. No. But I got your point is perfect. But what I'm saying is, people say you got to keep. If you got 12 people, right? So say if you got, it's not 6 on offense, 6 on defense. It's impossible. It's not like that. You can't say that you have a dynasty when you losing 85% of your roster.
Mm-hmm.
You lost 85% of your roster.
Who, Dave?
The Eagles.
I knew you was
okay. I know what you about to say, Tino. I know what you about to say. They got their quarterback. They got their running back. They got their offensive line. I'm with you. I'm all for all that, right? They got their defensive line. They got Carter. They got the one who I think is a bust, but everybody still like him. Jordan Davis, and then they got a couple in the backfield, right?
Just draft your boy Jahad Campbell, but
he's not even going to play. He going back underneath the knife to get shoulder surgery again. But back to what I'm saying.
Dang, I'm finna go ahead.
When, just like we said about what's it called? You play so much, you're gonna get beat down. Your backups mean something to you.
Yep.
So you can have a superstar as a starter, but if your backup is a complete drop off, like you said, everything is about keeping your pieces together, and them backup pieces mean something. They're going to miss the boy that y'all signed in New England. What's his name?
Mitchell.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they want to say he trash now because he went to New England.
Of course.
But y'all wasn't saying that when he was coming in and helping out Jordan Davis, who couldn't stay in shape.
Or when he made that tackle against Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Right. But now since he went to New England, he's not that good. You losing backup lineman to San Diego Chargers, oh, he's not that good. All of a sudden, somebody's not that good because they're not staying with your team. So all thing I'm saying is, yes, you have your superstar players, but your role players mean something in every sport, as we said, football and basketball. Especially football being what it is.
Yeah. I'm saying you definitely have to have complementary, role players. I'm saying there can't be like a massive drop off. Like you said, you can't go from a 99 to a 63. Yeah. And then all of a sudden now you're trying to figure out why we getting gashed when these guys get tired. But the thing with Philly, with their GM, like, now don't get me wrong, he doesn't like always hit because he's definitely had some bloopers.
Jalen Rager.
But yeah, like him for instance. But,
we signed his ass
though. Yeah. And then you think about what's the place?
We brought him in.
Yeah, we brought him in.
Y'all bringing a couple Philly wide receivers now. Think about it. Y'all bringing Nelson Aguilar.
Terrible. Throw hands.
I ain't going.
He good for one big play in that. That's all he good for.
That's why he a free agent right now too.
Who cares? Who cares?
The thing with Philly, like to a degree, they kind of know how to reload to a degree. So it's about can they keep that match? What you have in your quarterback signed to now more of a quote unquote team friendly deal now. You got Saquon locked up for the long haul. Losing the guard, like I think that may hurt the offensive line a little bit. Keep it, but you also have to realize Lane Johnson is getting older.
He on a 1-year contract,
so
everybody's on a 1-year contract that they brought back in.
Getting guys back on a longer than 2. It really depends on what's going to be their identity. Are they going to lean more toward their defense?
If they smart,
or are they going to try to still keep it offensively driven?
If they smart, they run the ball
without question. Like he got to come close to that record again.
Hey, all I know is the tush push ain't gonna work on some of these teams. Was it Tampa?
Oh, they picked up the boy from Florida and they got number 50 in there.
Good luck. Good luck.
That's 700 pounds, right? That's 700 pounds.
That's a lot of beef, bro. Oh, speaking of Tampa, Tino, what's your thoughts on Shylo going to Tampa?
I want to talk about him in a minute, though.
I know where you're going.
I think that was a favor. I think that was a favor to Dion. I don't think Shylo's a good player.
I totally agree.
Like he would be a backup.
He's a special team player.
Third string. Yeah. Like I'm saying, he good for a big hit. I'm saying he can't cover nobody. He can't play other space. So I'm saying, so basically, what you're gonna have to do is make him basically an inside linebacker. You're gonna have to turn him into Buda Baker.
Inside, not outside.
No,
you have to make him a Buda. You have to make him a Buda Baker type player.
Okay.
A downhill safety.
Yeah.
Same thing we had to do with Roy Williams that we had in Dallas. He couldn't cover a cold.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my dad nicknamed him Torch because every time the ball went there, bro, we know you getting torched. So they just start bringing them down box safety.
But I think that was just more of a favorite of Dion.
But listening to Todd Bowles talk about him, I can say it wasn't truly because he actually knew about his game. It wasn't more about because he did say that special teams is probably where you start out. But then we also got to realize that Shylo is 25 years old. Like he's not that young. So
he's considered old.
Yeah, he considered old. That's it's like Eden's old from Memphis.
Yeah.
7 years in college. They wrung it out dry. But what I was saying was because he knew about Shylo's game. So I believe Shylo should be, if he could put on about 10 pounds, he can go to outside linebacker.
You know who else knew about his game? Antonio CTE Brown.
He ain't show the whole motherfucking footage. That was bullshit.
It don't matter. It was bullshit.
He got the whole footage. He was in high school and he shut him down a couple times. I don't want to hear that. No, I don't want to hear that. If you're going to show the footage, show it all.
That shit was hysterical.
Antonio Brown need to get his shit together.
Like
the highlights that he did show were funny as fuck. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but man, if you watch the other ones, though, Shylo shut that motherfucker down. Go ahead, Tino.
Let's be realistic, man. Like, I get Antonio Brown and his CTE issues, but like, let's be realistic. There were a lot of guys that was in the NFL that couldn't cover. I don't expect a guy, like I said, Shylo's never shown you to be a cover guy.
And that's when he was in high school. That wasn't in college. That was in high school.
Trust. I'm only fucking around. I'm only being stupid.
That ain't even gonna take serious. If you telling me that was him in high school, I definitely.
That was him in high school, bro. And that's the part. And that's the part that got Deion Sanders like. And then he gonna tell Deion get up on your good foot. I was like, God damn, bro. So, I don't know what's up with this nigga, dog. Like,
hey. That's the effects of CTE, bro. Like that's. And the thing is, because we're in a reactionary society, this gets you what you're looking for. So, like I said, you think about it, he's probably monetized on many social sites.
Hey,
it's clickbait.
Shout out to us.
So when you think about things like that, like we know it's gonna get a reaction, and we know taking a shot at Dion being who he is.
It's the easiest one to do right now.
Yeah.
But the draft just ended.
And we know that Dion gonna say something back. It ain't gonna just be, I'm gonna address you as soon as you say it. I ain't even gonna wait 2-3 weeks.
I ain't gonna wait around.
I'm gonna get in your chest as soon as
my man said. So I ain't hard to find.
Nah. So we know if Dion had 2 good feet, he clamp up Antonio Brown. He clamp him. If we went prime for prime.
For sure.
Good feet. It's crazy though.
But
for sure. Yeah.
We know the man had medical issues, so they even take that kind of dig, like, what's that for, my guy? Like that man could have lost his life. Like that ain't even
blood cocks. It wasn't nothing. It was all types of stuff.
So like the even play like that. Like I get in Antonio Brown is grown. He can say what he want. It's his page. He can post with it. Like I get all this.
Going to though.
Yeah, but like, bro, the stuff you saying, truthfully, that type of stuff get you touched.
Yeah,
I'm already making his face. I'm sorry.
And shout out to
this motherfucker.
Shout out to Pac-Man Jones though, because he really told him keep Dion's name out your mouth, or he gonna come see him. And Pac-Man is one of them. He ain't rap too tight neither.
That's Miami.
Nah, he from Georgia.
That's Florida water, bro.
Nah, he from Georgia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he from Georgia.
Either way, it's that down south water. It don't matter. It's all the same, bro.
I think he from Zone.
It's all mucky. It's all mucky. Yeah, and nasty down there.
For sure. All right, Tino. One more thing before we get up out of here. We didn't get you. I mean, I know we got a group chat that's got 100 messages in it. But how do you feel about Shador Sanders going to Cleveland?
It was some BS. I won't go collusion. Like I won't go that far down the rabbit hole. But it was definitely some backwood communications.
Backwood communications.
Yeah, backwood communications. It was definitely meant to humble him.
For sure.
It was definitely to take a shot at Dion because Dion had talked about doing the Eli Manning type of ordeal, and
It came back and bit him.
I get that Shador, his confidence and his actual skill level per se may not be where it should be. Like they don't match.
Oh no, it don't. Hell no, it don't.
So like his confidence level being
Super.
at a 10, his skill level being at about like a 7 to a 6.
I give you that 7. Yeah, for sure.
So I get it from the humbling him standpoint because I thought about the comparisons of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was very arrogant, very flashy, very talkative, but he won a Heisman. Johnny Manziel, Mr. Money.
I was about to say it, bro.
He was flashy. He was arrogant. He was very confident. He didn't come into those meetings humble. He had oil money. He came from money.
He won the Heisman.
So, but he won a Heisman. So, like he had some. Tim Tebow. He had the Christian thing about him. He could never throw, but you
knew that wasn't going to work.
He won national champion. But he won some national. He put some rings on his finger. Cam Newton, brash, arrogant. He won a championship, won a Heisman, and went number one.
Yeah, but he was a physical, physical specimen.
6'5", 250, running 4.4, so flat-footed.
I think y'all healthy. Y'all got a better version of Cam.
Yeah,
he came to New England healthy. He wasn't healthy.
Yeah, COVID.
Healthy, and he came into a situation at the very last minute.
Yeah, COVID.
And on top of that,
I'm about to say
we had just drafted it in the top 10.
Not even that. Who's he following? You coming in after Brady?
He had COVID.
After Brady, you come in the first year after Brady, and we took a young QB in the top 10. He was set up to fail there, but
So I'm just saying. Do you believe Shador can end up being a starter there?
He already the number 2 quarterback, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
He's better than Kenny Pickett. I'm saying we know what Kenny Pickett is. Dylan Gabriel, he was better than Dylan Gabriel in college, so I don't even see how the Browns took him before Shador.
Only person I work with Joe Flacco. That's it.
And the only reason why Joe Flacco is starting is because he
knows the system.
He knows
veteran presence. Veteran presence.
And he's better. So you really want Joe to teach him how to play.
And Deshaun.
By week 7, Deshaun finna retire.
Nah, Deshaun on IR. He good. He ain't coming in. He's collecting a check.
He's going to teach Shador.
Because Deshaun,
his dad gonna tell him to fuck away from me. He ain't gonna be allowed. He's not gonna be allowed near Shador, bro.
Because like I said, Deshaun's finna miss the next 2 years. And basically,
his contract is over.
He won't be there. His contract will be up. You just paying him at this point just to be paying him.
Just shut the fuck up.
Joe's going to teach him the ropes. Man, by week 7, Shador starting for Cleveland.
Is it week 7?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Because Cleveland...
Wait till we see the schedule first.
Yeah, Cleveland's defense is just too elite to not win them a couple games. At this point, like I said, Joe is, 40?
Mm-hmm.
Delaware product.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he just playing, what? And you paying him $4 million.
Yeah, Joe today, just because he don't want to be home. I don't want to be home.
Right, baby. Yeah. But,
all right, hold on.
Go ahead.
The schedule's not out yet, man.
The schedule's not out, but the opponent's out.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard to say that because you want to see where it lay out at. Where the division lay out, where the divisional game lay out. That's why I say. I think when the schedule comes out, like the 10th or something, the 10th, it should be coming out the 10th or something.
If we just go based off the division, I say you lose both games to Baltimore, depending on when your second game with Baltimore is. You could easily lose both games to Baltimore. I think you can split with Cincy, and I think you can split with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh doesn't have a quarterback, because if you're really telling me they're going with Mason Rudolph, like that's terrible.
Not with Myles Garrett on the other side of the ball.
So like if you're going with Mason Rudolph as the Steelers, I was hoping that Aaron Rodgers is gonna come be a savior. Like I said, you split them. You split Cincinnati because Cincinnati has no defense. So if you got at least
that's a reach.
So like I said, the only person that you like, the only team that you really worry about losing to is Baltimore. That depends on when you play them. If you play them both them games early, then you probably lose both. If you play one early and one late, depending on where Baltimore is, you probably could split that one due to the fact that they'll be resting guys because they want to be healthy going into the playoffs. But the rest of the division is up for grabs. So you're talking about what, anywhere from that's two wins.
Yeah.
Two wins to 3 wins.
I just
off the bat.
I just want him to get a fair shake. Let him get a fair shot at if he can do it or not. That's all.
Yeah, my thing is, I'm saying you're not keeping 5 quarterbacks.
No, hell no. That's why I said.
They already cut Kenny Pickett. He's cut already. I said that in the chat. I said that in the chat. He's cut already.
So now you gotta beat out Dylan Gabriel.
Right. He'll beat him up.
Yeah, Deshaun's a non-factor, so
he
you ain't even worried about Deshaun.
We won't see nothing from him.
So he threw. Like I said, so now the only person you got to beat out is Dylan Gabriel, which everybody knows that you're already better than him. Dylan Gabriel knows you're better than him, so
yeah,
you're QB2. Learn from Joe as much as you can. Week 7,
a good solid veteran.
Yeah.
All right, just one more thing before we get up out of here. Matt, you got something else? Or you good?
No, I'm good.
All right. Okay, I got one more thing for y'all. I seen this on the internet, and I think this is a hell of a question to ask. If a fight break out on the NBA floor, who's the last man standing? Ron Artest, Draymond Green, Dennis Rodman, Charles Oakley, Charles Barkley, KG, LeBron James, Udonis Haslem, Matt Barnes.
Who's the last one standing?
Yeah, if all of them are in the fight, who the last man standing?
Well, LeBron's first out.
I don't know why they put him on the list. I don't know why they put him on the list.
So LeBron not fighting, so
no.
he's first out. KG is a woofer, so he's gone. Matt Barnes, if he ain't dealing with his baby mama, he ain't really about that action.
No. He don't even care if he was his old teammate.
He two-piece Derek Fisher over some
coochie.
You can say we good.
Yeah. Oh, so some coochie. So like, I don't trust him unless it's coochie involved. Who else did you say? Draymond.
Draymond
and Dennis Rodman out there trying to be freaky, so he takes Draymond out the picture.
Charles Oakley.
The only two people.
Charles Oakley.
The two people I'm worried about is Charles Oakley and Ron Artest.
Hold on. What about UD? Udonis Haslem. So you explain everybody else except for Ron Artest, Charles Oakley,
KG.
He explained KG. Charles Barkley, Udonis Haslem, Charles Oakley, and Ron Artest. They don't. They're the 4 you got left because you eliminated the other 4.
I don't think he eliminated Charles Barkley yet.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Charles Barkley, Udonis Haslem, Oakley, and Ron Artest.
I heard Charles. Yeah, okay, my fault.
Yeah, I keep saying Charles.
Right, that's what it is.
I don't really see Charles Barkley as a fighter. I think he was more of a woofer. I've never really seen nothing tough that UD did besides foul Tyler Hansborough.
Except for in Dwight Howard soft ass, but that's Dwight Howard. He soft.
So, like I said, my 2 is between Charles Oakley and Ron Artest, and I give it to Ron Artest because that man was out there like real life knocking out. Like,
we saying Ron Artest, we're not saying
It said Ron Artest, not Meta World Peace.
Ron Artest really fighting folks.
He different.
All right,
shit. They ain't want to put Jermaine O'Neal in that shit either. Or fucking Al Harrington.
Nah, they
Al
ain't.
Harris should be on that damn list. I mean, Steven. That's what I meant. Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson be on that easy.
Steve Jack,
easy.
Steve Jack, Jack definitely belongs.
Instead of fucking LeBron, put Steven Jackson on that
I think
list.
they did that shit for shit and giggles for LeBron.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, she got fast forward at this point. Like,
He ain't wrapped you tight neither.
Nah, I seen on one YouTube clip, bro. Like, dude said that's all he want to do is fight. Matter of fact, use arena. Dude said all he want to do is fight. He don't even want to play basketball. He just want to be out there to fight. He don't even want to play basketball.
He need to play football. He need to play football.
Yeah, he don't even look to play basketball. He looked to fight.
Nah, I pick Ron Artest as well. Just looking at this, I'm going Queens. I'm going Ron Artest. Yeah, he anytime you wear number 90, what number he wore? When he wore like 90, he wore like 94. A weird 94 or something.
95, 94, like 95, something like that. Either way.
The Lakers put him in 37.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for the champions.
We
Kobe passed him the ball. He was happy.
Oh, hey. We know exactly when you wear a number like that, we know exactly what you're here for.
No, dead ass.
Nah, yeah, you're here for enforcing. No bullshit.
But shit, Matt Barnes that way too though. I don't know what you Matt Barnes.
I understand what you're saying about the whole coochie boy, but Matt, I think
he ain't rap right either, bro.
Matt more tougher than KG, of course LeBron. Put him above Charles Barkley and fucking Udonis Haslem. And Draymond Green.
Toughy. 2-piece Kobe. Who they actually swung on him. See, Matt Barnes pumping.
Yeah, then he had everybody tricked for years that he actually did it. The whole time he wasn't even right in front of his face.
That was nigga
Josh Childress? Not Josh Childress.
Nah. Hey, Reggie Miller. What you mean? Reggie Miller put Kobe up and put him down on the table. Reggie Miller was fuck Mike. Reggie was out here fighting the back of the best.
The Pacers team as a whole. Pacers team as a whole. It was Chris Childs, by the way. Chris.
Oh yeah. It ain't enough to do with Indy, but learn how to box.
Bro,
I mean, you could be like AI. You could throw chairs.
Be like who?
You could be like AI. You can start fighting bowling alley.
Here you go with your bullshit, man. Hey yo, with that being said, this is another Numbers Over Nonsense Bring Your Facts podcast. I'm your boy Daisy Hill Coles. Matt was some bullshit.
Hey, it's podcast savage himself. Hey Terrence, I don't want to argue with you no more, bro. It's over. I don't care what you got lined up, what you got planned for the rest of your life. I don't want to schedule no damn debate ever again. It's over.
For a while. Yeah, you've been ducking it for too long now. But congratulations to your daughter for graduating, though.
Yeah.
Definitely big up to that.
Props
Black
to you.
excellence. Yeah, definitely job well done on both of you guys' part. This is Mr. Have a Great Day on Purpose. To end this podcast, my brother, if you don't mind, I do want to leave this here. Something very serious. 2 days ago, I lost a homeboy for the rest of his life for a split second of anger. As men, we really need to do better with finding outlets for our anger, man. We really need to find someone to talk to. I'm saying everybody's first thing is therapy. Everybody can't afford therapy. Find someone to talk to, bro. Find you a network of brothers that will hold you accountable, but also give you that level that you need from man to man. My homeboy did a very terrible thing, unaliving his wife and her mate, threw his life away. I'm saying her family's affected, his family's affected, that gentleman's family is affected, and his kids are affected forever. Like, it's a split second. Split seconds change lives forever. And as men, I'm saying, I know we're taught to be tough at all times, all that jazz. Truthfully, bro, we need to do better with finding something to do with our anger. A lot of times that's our only emotion. That's our sadness. That's our way to protect ourselves, whatever. Truthfully, we need to find better outlets for it. Truthfully. This is my message to all men. Go find someone to talk to. Don't worry about who they can go tell. None of that. Get that stuff off your chest, bro, before you make a decision that changes your world forever.
Great message.
Yeah, great message. We'll catch y'all next time.
Hey, you know what fucked me up? The fucking Indiana Pacers just